downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's carry number 1 for Kenneth Dixon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down following the run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Foles finds his target. It's Gates. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on first down. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first down, they go with Dixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Well, not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Here's Foles. And he's got his man on the out route. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he had hit the sideline. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Miller. And some room to maneuver. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A first down carry now for Miller. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense is just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. The first carry for Patrick DeMarco. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Good solid gain on first down. About what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Now they'll throw it with Manning. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. Third down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing is Manning on third down. And that is incomplete. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, you know, the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Second down, it's Dixon. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. They stay on the ground with Dixon. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, Manning fights loose, looking for White on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second down, here's Manning. The quick slant caught, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Virgil Green, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Foles. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
To throw now on first down. And incomplete. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin with a run by Miller. And some room to work. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And this is incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Manning. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Brad Nordman now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 41-yard punt, giving 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll try the counter with Dixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Now back to throw. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. A run by Dixon. And he's got some space here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Kenneth Dixon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Manning now on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Manning going to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken from just outside the 30. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this off.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll start the drive with Dixon. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Right back to Dixon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. first down. He'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Matthews. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Ten yards still left on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And this is Hurts with it, right side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Folk's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley, he's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Manning now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete. Carlos Hyde was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Throwing now is Manning. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Green. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19 and an unlikely first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down, a run with Hyde. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Hyde. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Manning. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Manning. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And back to the ground. Hyde might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. A first carry for Elijah McGuire. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain. 2nd down following the run. Working from the gun, Manning. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They run high, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They run it again with Hyde. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They come out here in the eye. 3rd down, Carlos Hyde. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Carlos Hyde, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now Foles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Manning, and caught, right side, Green. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Attempt carry for Hyde. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back now in Tampa. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. To throw, it's Manning. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Shotgun now for Manning. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Here's Foles. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Bucs on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Foles. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a third down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Out of the gun now on third down. And he connects with Ertz. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Trying to pound it in with Dixon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And now it's second and goal. They'll try again with Dixon. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
And Folks' kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
This one taken from the 7. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Manning to throw on second down. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. The 40, 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Terrell Pryor, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Bucs now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Kenneth Dixon, the running back, the intended target. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Green 39! Green 39!
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll look to throw here. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The Bucs on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 14. He's back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first down. And with that, they still have a chance, partner.
Yeah, if that ball's knocked away, this game is probably over. But guess what? We still got some ball to play.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back to throw now on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And now running right through it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
That's Chris Harris Jr. back there playing. I mean, do you really want to throw the ball in his territory with the game maybe on the line here?
Not a good idea. I think he caught that with a Super Bowl ring, partner.
And once you have the Super Bowl ring on it, the ball doesn't bounce away. That just sealed a victory for his team.
Absolutely. A huge pick by Chris Harris Jr. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room.